So today I'm going to be showing you how I do basically a quick sourdough. It's not super quick, but it sort of takes a while. So let's start off with the ingredients. So if you're making 3 small loaves, 226 grams of sourdough starter, and that's all ready to go. Your water is 500 grams of water and 70 grams of Coca-Cola. And that in there is just straightforward organic Shipton mill, and that's 907 grams. And also you need some salt, and that salt is 14 grams. So that's your mixing bowl. Now this is warmed up water, just pop that in the bottom. Now add some of the water to the starter like this. Put the rest in. And all you do is get your scraper and go around the outside like this. And your sourdough will just lift. Like that. And just put it straight in. There we go. Just make sure we get everything out. And you can see there's your sourdough starter, water, add your flour in. Don't ask about, just put your salt straight in. Now we're going to mix this for 10 minutes. Now it's time. You want a nice window in this. See, look, there you go. Now you want a bowl with a lid, and inside that you want plenty of oil. Right, we're now going to put some water on our hands, because this will make it easier to get it out of the machine bowl. Lovely stuff. All we're going to do is just give this a little turn like this. And like that. That's it. Now you do that every hour for 3 hours. So we're now going to put this into a nice warm space. You want to be around about 20 Celsius, and that's minimum really. Don't want any hotter. 20 Celsius will be plenty warm enough. So my warm space is the oven. Leave that in for 1 hour. Give it a turn. And do that for your 3 hours. So that is very easy how to make sourdough. There is lots of other ways of doing it, but this is a very simple and easy way of doing it. I've been doing it like this now for around about 5 years, and I've never found a problem with it. Okay, some could argue that a machine isn't the best way of doing it. Well, I dare to say, for me, it's bang on. Right, that's 1 hour. Just look at that, that's looking nice, isn't it? Now all we're going to do is just give this a turn. Put some water on your hands, pick it up and just turn it over like that. The same this way, and then just lift it up and turn it over, and that's ready. We'll just come back in 1 hour. Do it again. So we're ready for our next turn. This is our second one. And you can feel the temperature in this now. Don't forget to put some water on your hands. Once again, just grab hold of it and pull it over, and just basically turn this over again, and then like that. So it's all nice and smooth on the top. And once again, 1 hour. Right, so we're ready for our last turn. Now, it really depends on your dough. If it's really, really soft, then it does need one. But I'm just have a look at mine. And Yeah, I'm going to give that another turn anyway. So this is the last turn you need to do personally. Now, other people call this something else, but I call it a turn because it's almost like puff pastry. Water on your hands, just lift it up gently. Just turn it over. And again. And then just flick it over. So it's smooth on the top. Now that is starting to feel really good, that is. All depends on your type of dough. Now this one, I would say it only wants to be around about 28 really, but it doesn't matter. This is not gonna speed off and go anywhere. It's not that type of dough. I mean, some people would say you need to scale it off in that now, but you don't have to. I mean, there's no reason. You can leave it a good 4 hours. I mean, this is your rest period. It's important to get this one right. Everything else is not a problem. This one defines your sourdough really. And I'm just going to give it the extra hour. Well, in fact, this is actually the, what's it? 1, 2. This is the third one. So leave it. Personally, I'm going to leave it another hour looking at it. I mean, your dough, if it's spewing up and it's right up to the top of the bowl there, after doing that, then you've got serious problems with your dough. There must be, what I would say is too much yeast in it. Now, I'm talking about sourdough starter, okay? Not commercial yeast. None of these sourdoughs are done with commercial yeast. This is all done as it is. And sometimes people like to speed it up a little bit, and a little bit of commercial yeast doesn't go far. You know, you can do that if you want. And it's not unusual for me to do that for certain things, but you can't call it sourdough, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Well, about an hour. Here is our sourdough. Right, so from here, what do we do? Well, very simple thing. We need to get it onto the table. First and foremost, before you do anything, and this is what I do, spray, prep spray. Just spray the table with it, like this. Don't need lots, just enough. And underneath where you're actually going to be putting your product. And then we just turn it out, like this. Whoa, wicked. Now, of course, if you're at home, this is a lot more than what you need, okay? So let's make it very clear. Yours is only going to make 3.5 small loaves. So you make 3 loaves and add all the little bits to your pound, all right? Well, it's 450 grams or something like that. So let's get to it. But this makes 7 small ones, which I need for mine. You're going to be making 3.5. Like I said, put your pound weight or your grams or whatever, and the odd bits from it, just chuck it onto your loaf, and that'll make a nice size loaf. I'm going to cover those over for around about 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes rest, just so they recover, and then we'll put them in our binatones. I think that's what you call them. Yes, I know exactly what you're thinking. Steve don't know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. I don't use those. I actually use tiny bread baskets. That's all I use. And we'll get them prepared ready. Bit of flair on the top, like that. And just cover them over. Now for doing your pots, or what you want to call it, this is all I'm using, okay? These cheap off Amazon. They're not even, I think they're 50p each, if that, okay? And that is basically a t-shirt cut up. In the bottom, all we need is some light rye, like this, in the bottom, on each one. And then a little bit semolina. Okay. And now we're ready to do the moulding part. Right then. So get hold of the sourdough. Lovely. And all we need to do is be very gentle with it. And all I do is this. Fold this one over here like this and then just roll it backwards like that. Like that. And that's it. And then we put that in like this. You can prat around doing this if you want. But that's it. Nothing to it. Okay. And fold this one and this one. And then just roll it up like that. There you go. Like that. Over and then just roll it up. Okay. Over, over, and then just roll it over. Like that. See? Fold, fold. Let's roll it over. Like that. You'll have your own particular method, but that's mine. And then we just put them in, upside down, like that. But this ain't the end of it. So, let's put some on top. Looks like me granny. Look, hairnet. Over the top, like that. So against what everybody else is saying, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be leaving these here for around about 3 hours. So they actually come up in the tin about there, okay? So I want them filled out and then put them into the fridge. It might even be 4 hours. It all depends on, at the moment, the temperature in here has dropped to 19 Celsius. Last week, the temperature was like, I'm thinking about 15 Celsius in here. And they weren't moving. It took me 5 hours before I even put them in the fridge. So we'll see you back shortly. So where we left off, if you remember, we actually moulded up the sourdough, but I'll give you some idea of the timeline. When I actually made the sourdough, it was 4 o'clock this morning. The time now is 1 o'clock. And the sourdough now, as you can see, is raised a little bit up. And that's just about right for me. And now that's going to go in the fridge now. And then I'm going to bake that off around about 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then once again, I'll start all over again because I'll be making another 2 or 3 lots of sourdough for tomorrow for Saturday morning. So we'll see you later tonight when I bake these little babies. Yes, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I've just got the sourdough out. There it is. So we're going to leave that for around about 1 hour just to recover. Just to bring it back to room temperature. Oh, there it is. Nice and chilled. So as you can see, it hasn't moved much more than it did from yesterday's. So we're now ready for traying up. We take off the little lids.
Now we're going to put them onto a tray. Now this tray is covered in silicone paper. I don't add anything to the bottom of the tray. It's basically just the paper.
And all I'm going to do, straight down the side here, like that. and then little flicks. So I'm using this oven. The damper is shut. Now for this one, I'm using 250 in the top and 225, 230 in the bottom. That's plenty. So we'll get them in. Not forgetting the water. This is just for the steam if you've never seen one of these ovens before. And put the timer on. Now 31 minutes, that'll be plenty long enough. So they're in the oven now. Around about 15 minutes. Open the damper up, open the door up and turn them round. And then basically they'll that 30 minutes and they're banging. Sourdough's ready. Look at those little babies. I mean, if you want bigger ones, just like I said, make them bigger. This recipe I particularly made 7, but your recipe will only make 3.5. So obviously they would be a bigger loaf. And just in case you're wondering, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and sourdough's out. Seems a lot of work just for 7 loaves of bread, doesn't it? And if you're liking this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget, there's a link up there if you want to buy me a coffee, or it might be that side, whichever the case. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters.
So if you're just wondering, it's Christmas coming up very shortly. And this is our Christmas window. As you can see, Mrs. Crazy Baker doing what she does best. All those lovely, look at that lovely gingerbread house. Yes, I made that myself. Yes, from China. Bits of Christmas cake, etc. It's just that little bit of extra things that go into this. That sort of, I always think Christmas, once the window's done, it's just the icing on the cake, as they say.